22:35, 22:36, that's a wrap. We are speeding into the fourth quarter. Stay tuned, this video is going to be a special video. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Troy Bravenbohr here. The vision of Brave Freight is to provide owner-operators and fleet owners with a simple turnkey solution to a scalable trucking business. Man, I'm really excited. If you don't remember from the last video, we launched a new sister company, and I really want to do a news flash to all of our owner-operators with Brave Freight because many of you have expressed a desire to have your own authority. So we are actively creating a roadmap right now to help you get your own authority. So what our sister company does, it's called Trem Systems, but what our sister company does is it basically does Brave Freight Light. So it does dispatching services and it invoices. We've been able to extend fuel card discounts and factoring discounts to any of our partner carriers. So we have several people, we'll announce a few of them right now today. I think we ended up having somewhere like around 10 customers join over the last 3 or 4 weeks, which has been awesome to see the excitement. We're welcoming you all to that as well. But these are people that have their own authority, maybe drive their own truck. Some of them do, some of them still have other people driving it, but they want to run under their own authority. And we don't do safety for them right now. We don't do all the other nonsense. We simply do dispatching and invoicing for them, right? So if you are an owner operator with Brave Freight and you really want to have your own authority, have your own business, we don't want to hold you back. We want to empower you to go to the next level with your company, and we will help you do it. So that's Trem Systems. If you are interested in that, please let your team coordinator know, Matt or Ellis, and they can get you connected with who you need to get connected to, or message me on Slack. Throw a message in drivers. Actually, that's probably the easiest. Throw a message in drivers channel in Slack, and I or our team will personally respond with you to a link to help you get started to get your own authority set up. Awesome. Well, let's hop in to new drivers for the last 2 weeks. This is exciting. We have 9 people we've welcomed to the team over the past 2 weeks, man. First of all, let me just take a second and recognize Yeben Grobler and Ryan Barnes. You guys have been absolutely crushing it, putting new people in the pipeline, building our systems. It's been super, super, super impressive, and I am forever thankful for you. And Matt and Ellis have been holding it down, taking care of our drivers, even while Ryan and Yeben are getting some new things set up with a new company. So I'm really proud of our team, and I just want to take the second to recognize you, thank you, and honor you for doing the work that you're doing. Super, super awesome. So new drivers, here we go. So we have Kevin Wilson, William Donald, Juan Martinez, we have contractor Steveland Mountain and driver Tu Kang, and then we have, I believe, yeah, and that's with Brave Freight, and then we have Trem customer Juan Rivera, and then we have Inquidir Alexander, welcome, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right, I feel like I'm definitely not. We have another Trem customer, Jose Ortega, we have Brandon Silas, we have Keith Wade, I think we also have, man, we have other people, but if you're not on this video, I'll make sure that you're on the next video because I'm already thinking in my head, like, man, we got Daniel Stucker, we got John Kraft, a couple other people with Trem. So we'll make sure you're announced on next week. But either way, welcome to the team. We hope you enjoy these videos. All right, last week's top 5 drivers is not last week's top 5 drivers. It's actually an overview of the last 2 weeks' top 5 drivers. So we just picked out the top 5 drivers total, and we'll go ahead and we'll announce those. I was out of town the previous week and we didn't pump out this video. My video guy bailed and he didn't come with me to men's conference. So, you know, got to throw him under the bus a little bit there on that one. It's my fault. I forgot to remind him before we went, and he had to do, I think, some daddy duty stuff, which kids are more important for sure. So top 5 for the last 2 weeks, numero 5, new kid on the block, contractor, I believe Steve-O, right? Steveland, is that you, Steve-O? Steveland Mountain, And driver Jacob Ringgold, great job, $7,400. Very nice, Charlinese. Coming in at number cuatro, 9,250 bones, is contractor Xenia Thompson and driver Kevin Sims. Man, that's awesome, great numbers. And then we have coming in at number 3, 13,500 bucks, Kenji Bruno. Amazing, man, sick numbers. Number 2, $20,000 in a week, Charles Celestine and dispatcher Matthew Wood. You guys are tanks, great work. And coming in number 1, 24,500 bucks. This is in 1 week. These are 1 week numbers. Jeffrey Hines and Nate Afterwork. Those huge numbers, I know the 20,000, the 24,000, those guys are RGNs. If you can drive RGN, if you want to drive RGN, you can clearly see RGN numbers are heads and tails above van, flatbed. There's more expenses that go with it, but I still promise you they're taking home way more money. So if you can do it, make it happen. We can make the connections for you. So let's roll into the 6'5 Club. 6'5 Club coming in. We have Jerry Bobo made it, I think, 2 weeks ago with the driver Kyle Coleman. Great job, 67.75. Luis Vasquez, 7,300. We had Steve-O and Jacob Ringgold, 7,400, and then we had our top, our top 5 that go up from there. So great work getting in the 6'5 Club. You guys have unlocked that extra fuel bonus, 10 cents at Loves, Petro, and TA. Just kidding, it was Loves, Flying J, Loves, Petro, and TA. Doug's out here giving me the nod. Loves, Petro, TA. He'll put the little icons up here, probably put a big X over the wrong one to make sure we give a visual cue to pick up on my mess up. So total miles last 2 weeks, 87,934, average deadhead 133, average line haul 758. We have the total gross revenue for the last 2 weeks, $221,784. And then we have the weekly individual gross average per active driver, $4,885.95. Highest grossing driver we know was 24,500. Lowest grossing driver was 800. Average load value, 2,246 bucks. Average dollar per mile was $2.45. Lowest was 77 cents, and highest was $5.25. So a lot of stats there. All I can continue to say is success is perpetuated over time. All right? And true success is not a measure of how somebody performs when the conditions are favorable, but it's how somebody performs regardless of the conditions. Okay? The cycles happen in everything. Real estate booms and busts. .com, tech booms and busts. Everything, Bitcoin booms and busts and booms again and busts again, right? All these, trucking has cycled and cycled and cycled many times. I've only been doing this 10 years, okay? And I've already seen trucking cycle at least one time within this season. But I've heard tons of stories. Anybody who's doing this any length of time, they know that these markets and these industries are cyclical, right? But what I can promise you is that there's always people who survive during these times, and even people who thrive during these times. That's why we're staying so flexible and agile and ready to pivot, is because we're looking to serve the market in new and better ways, right? We're always growing. And I will say this, is I believe that Q4 is the quarter of more. All right, get ready. Q4 is the quarter of more. I'll do another video on this, but take the time in this next 3 weeks, not time off, because a lot of you guys have spent extra time off. I know, I look at the numbers. There's people that, I think out of whatever it was, 35, 40 trucks, I think we had 8 or 9 of them stay home last week. That's a crazy number. That's 30% of people decided not to work. I'm not saying you shouldn't take a rest, but I'm just saying that most other professions out there, we don't have 40% of the people taking the entire week off, right? Again, rest, you know what's right for you and your family. We trust you to do what's right for you guys. But in the same sense, there definitely comes where you put your nose to the grindstone. I know I am, and I know many people in our team are. So anyway, take this time to shore up your vehicle. Make sure October, November, December, make sure get your tires done now. Get your oil changes done now. Get Get your brake service now. Get your trailer service now. Get your mud flap service now. Get your marker light service now. Get all these little nitpicky things serviced now, so that way when Q4 comes, and it's gonna come, and it's gonna be I think in my heart, I believe it's going to be the best quarter of this entire year so far. Make sure you maximize it. Get your spouse ready now. Get your kids ready now. Have this conversation that we're going hard in quarter 4 because it's the quarter of more.